Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are talking about temptation. It is all around us. The enemy is trying to tempt us. We're going to see what the word says about temptation and find out, is it necessary? I like to say thank you for watching this video. If you're new to the channel, I am here to share ways for you to become better stewards of God's resources. And if you're back again, and you're a subscriber, I'd like to say thank you for subscribing. Luke 4:1-2. Then Jesus, filled with the Holy Spirit, returned from the Jordan River. He was led by the Spirit in the wilderness, where he was tempted by the devil for 40 days. Jesus ate nothing all that time and became very hungry. Very hungry indeed. After 40 days of not eating, I would say that's right. But what I want to show you is that the Holy Spirit led Jesus into the wilderness where he was tempted by the devil for 40 days. So just want to bring that attention to fasting. When you fast, that brings down the flesh so that the spirit could grow. So I think that's a very important part, that it said that he did not eat while he was being tempted, because now you have that full, strong Holy Spirit that is radiating through, that's going to help us and guide us through the word. And if Jesus gets tempted, you best believe that we're going to get tempted. James 1:12. God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. Afterward, they will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. Once we make it to the other side with the help of the Holy Spirit, there is promise and blessing for us and a crown of life. James 1:14. Temptation comes from our own desires, which entice us and drag us away. These desires give birth to sinful actions, and when sin is allowed to grow, it gives birth to death. So temptation comes from within the flesh man or woman. It's thoughts. The enemy knows us. He knows what we like. He knows what tempts us. It's not a coincidence that the things that tempt us are always in front of our face, or constantly being mentioned around us, because the enemy is trying to trip us up. He wants to take our focus off of Jesus and God. And when we allow that temptation to grow, is going to lead to sin and the action of us doing things. It starts off as a thought and a temptation, and there we can nip it in the butt with the help of the Holy Spirit. We could bring it to God and ask him, God, help me through this temptation, and continue going forward. But if we just give into it, it'll eventually turn to action, and that action is where the sin comes in, and then it says that could grow to death. Maybe not immediately, but eventually we're going to perish. And if you continue to sin without repenting and asking for forgiveness, we spend eternity away from God, and I don't want to do that. 1 Corinthians 10:13. The temptations in your life are not different from what others experience, and God is faithful. He will not allow the temptation to be more than you can stand. When you are tempted, he will show you a way out so that you can endure. So before I speak on this verse, I just want to share the definition of temptation. The desire to do something, especially something wrong or unwise. And the reason why I mention that is because it says that God will allow us a way out of temptation. So he's going to allow us a way out of the desire of something wrong or unwise. It doesn't say he's going to stop us from going through things, or he's going to stop us from tragedy or anything bad happening. It just says he's going to make a way out for the temptation. So that means to me that if temptation comes, there's always going to be a way that we could get past it. We don't have to give into it. So if you say, oh, I had no choice, the word says otherwise. Luke 4:13. When the devil had finished tempting Jesus, he left him until the next opportunity came. That is important. When Jesus went into the wilderness for those 40 days after being tempted, the devil clearly didn't succeed, but it says he would wait and come back for the next opportunity. He is always coming back. So if we dodge him once, he's going to be back another time. If we dodge him again, he's going to be back another time. And he's going to continue to come for us because he wants to kill, steal, destroy, and distract us. So that is his job. But we could lean on the Holy Spirit and ask him for help and guidance for that, and ask him to reveal the escape from temptation. If you'd like to learn more about how to become better stewards of God's resources, please subscribe, like, and join me next week. Have a great day. Thank you.